Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Oh, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Good morning.
Morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to our morning. I was going to say midday because I feel like I got this to pull out for the morning show. Freddie's out and about. He's getting ready for the Mets game. And I think it's going to be really, really cold.
Probably.
Tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be like 50s or 60s.
I think it's going to be like in the 40s. I think it's like 41, and he's like in the nosebleed section. So.
Oh, he's going to be freezing.
When we look for Freddie, we're going to look for him in like his helmet ears and like his mufflers.
Shaking. It might be. From me.
We got to see. We'll check. Might see what it is. Again. So he's out and about doing his thing in New York, so have a good time. And while you are away, just saying you're fair game, so I can't tell you what the crew's putting together. We may have another reenactment of Where is Freddie, and he could be anywhere in New York. So we're going to see where you're going to float up, see when they put you there. So Grace is filling in. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back.
Grace was with us for, about a year and a half?
Yeah, about that. And then I just came back.
And she came back because as season hits, we definitely needed some more help to keep everything organized and get our social media out, and a lot of great things are happening. So she's back hosting with me today. And Grace, I'm looking, we got a full line.
I know. I missed you guys too. I came back because I missed you all.
We missed you a lot also. So I think you've gotten a full dose of everyone so far this week.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people and a lot of names, and I've definitely called the wrong people the wrong names multiple times, so I apologize in advance.
I don't think Michael even has a nickname, do you?
He's Mad Mike.
You're Mad Mike.
He's our resident pirate.
Pirate, mad scientist, and evil genius.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet, but we've only done pirate so far.
Yeah.
You've got that smoky situation going over there next to Poindexter. He's waiting for the camera to play.
Yeah. He's ready.
We need more dry ice for that bucket.
Actually,
that dry ice in there?
It's just using water.
We need more
It's a-
water then.
Fumer thing.
I think
Yeah.
it's water.
We need more water.
Yeah, like a vapor.
It's not bubbling enough.
Yeah.
We can put in essential oils and we can all make it smell. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Make it smell like sulfur.
No, I'm thinking more like apple cinnamon.
Or like patchouli.
Yeah, something fall.
Skip the sulfur side.
Or patchouli.
It's Halloween. It's got to be
Truly.
sulfur.
You know, actually, at
Fire and
Coral Square
brimstone.
Mall, there's an Earthbound trading company that sells those kind of oils and incense and stuff.
So we got to see. I might have some stuff in the back. So thank you for bringing that in. All right,
Yeah.
you guys got some hot topics of what's going on. I think the first thing is what happened to One Direction.
One Direction. Sad
Sad
news
day.
for the One Direction fans. Liam Payne has passed away yesterday.
He fell off a 3-story balcony in Argentina.
I didn't know
Yeah.
And they allegedly say that he was pushed, but everyone's like, that's
Damn,
kind of
my bad.
false play.
Yeah.
But then he also has a lot of like scandal around him because everyone said he was abusive to his girlfriend and like not like nice to a lot of celebrities, and he had a lot of like debt going on, and so everyone's like, what really happened? Like I don't know, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
But 31, but he fell, quote unquote, fell off a balcony in Argentina, and it's like
And they're
really-
saying there were reports that people in the hotel room were saying there's crazy stuff going on. There's someone in there, whoever it is, I don't know, who was drinking too much, maybe doing too many illegal substances and
Probably.
things of that nature. And I guess there's some warnings out, and next thing you knew, I guess he was out of the balcony. So sad, though. Whatever happened, so sad. To get to that
is
point
so
in life,
sad.
like when you've got the world in the palm of your hand, right? You reach this brink of success, what everyone's looking to do, and then this happens because
Right.
of substance abuse. It's sad.
And that happens to a lot of celebrities. Like everybody kind of idolizes the celebrity life, but no one really knows like what goes on behind the scenes and
It's
all
tough.
the
Well,
horrors
that's
that come
the
with
thing about
it.
Fame. Fame often destroys the very thing that it creates.
yeah,
Which
is
Well, no, so they take you,
Jinx.
turn you into a star, and then they tell you how you should be, how you shouldn't be, what you should do. Da, 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 da. I mean, look what it did to Judy Garland back in the day. She came from this, and it literally everything that the studio did ultimately drove her down a dark path.
it's the stress. I
Yeah.
think the stress of anything. I think even now you have to be the right size. You have to, your skin has to be the right complexion and texture and wrinkle for a woman. For a guy,
Yeah.
if you look at the men on like even regular TV shows, they can have the wrinkles.
They can do
can
whatever
have
they want.
gray hair. They can be whatever.
Oh,
shape.
I
But
would.
Right.
the women,
have to be
flawless.
yeah.
Right? I mean, Chelsea, this is like right up your alley.
Yeah.
like I see a lot when it comes to like especially like older women when it comes to how they're represented on TV too. Like they have to look a certain way, but like older men are like these like top tier like daddy figures. They're like everyone loves them. They're hot, whatever. But like women have to like fit in a box of like beauty to like the social standard that like society wants them to be, and so there it puts pressure on them to like do all these things. But I feel like also a lot of like celebrities who are older are like fighting back. Like Jamie Lee Curtis, like when she was doing Everything Everywhere All at Once, like they asked her if she wanted to kind of cover up, but like no, she's an older woman. Like she didn't want that much makeup. Like she has wrinkles. That doesn't make her being less beautiful. Like she's not perfectly skinny. That doesn't make her less beautiful. Like she looks older, but that still doesn't take away from her talent. And she didn't want people to like make her
I heard
look
they're doing another
aesthetic.
Freaky Friday with her and Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, I know
Really?
it's kind of a cash grab, but hopefully it's good.
Definitely.
It's a cash grab.
You
definitely
think
gonna
there's
be a
like
cash grab.
grandchild or something, or you think it's just the two of them?
I think it's just the two of them, but I don't know because like they both like Lindsay's like in her 30s.
Yeah, she's got
Jamie
kids
is
now, too.
in her like late
Does
60s, 50s. It's crazy. Yeah,
Lindsay Lohan has kids.
yeah, she has a baby.
Wow,
Wow.
that's amazing.
They're doing a third Princess Diaries too, and
yeah.
Julie
For
Andrews
that.
and Anne Hathaway are recasted.
So you think they can recreate a third successfully?
No.
Again,
I
with
don't
a
know.
Baby? Is there going to be like?
I don't know,
Princess
but
Mia has a child.
I will say the Princess Diaries is a book series, so maybe they'll take something from the book because it was
Yeah.
supposed to be more than just two like movies. So hopefully they'll take something from the book where it's not like seems like cash grabbing, like a bad script they're just trying to make for money. Because there's a lot of books for that specific storyline.
You know, how guys always are like, I know. How often do you think of the Roman Empire? Or how often do you think you're at a sporting event and like, wait, they're gonna call me. I'm gonna kick the winning field goal. I'm gonna hit like a home run. Princess Diaries is like someone's gonna find you and go, you are now the queen of a new kingdom.
Right.
My dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of my favorite Anne Hathaway movies is Ella Enchanted.
That one's a
Yes,
good
that's a
one.
good
Fairy
one.
tale. But my favorite joke in there is the villain of the movie was the
Those
hero of the
three
Princess
don't know
Bride.
what. All their
Ella
faces just went,
Enchanted.
what?
Picked up on the Roman Empire. All right. How often, Alex?
No.
Alex did. How often you think about the Roman Empire?
Never.
Never.
Never?
I don't
Point-
know.
point
It
extra?
doesn't cross my mind.
I don't know. Rome's pretty cool. I guess.
I've actually been there.
Rome's pretty
Grace's
cool,
mic isn't
bro.
working.
The lab's not working.
I went there. I went to Rome. I've got relatives in Italy, so I've been to Rome, Naples, Pompeii, Herculaneum, the Sistine Chapel when I was 12, 13.
Wow.
I actually have relatives there, so. Well, that's part of my heritage.
No. It's like it's not.
Yeah.
It's that's a very general
Freddie thinks
question.
about it all the time.
What?
Anyone who's ever gone to a
He
sports
would.
game, you're just doing what the Romans did 10,000 years
That's
ago.
what he says. It's always like sports. someone who's like the Mets game is like him thinking about the Roman Empire.
Right. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the stadiums, where you sat was based on your social status.
Still is.
Yeah.
Also, it has to
Yeah,
do
the
with, like,
seats were eye level.
I think it just more depends on what you're into.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there are guys who are like really into history who think about the Roman Empire constantly.
Well,
but,
like
Okay.
in the Coliseum, they
But,
even
like,
had mock naval battles.
24/7 guys aren't thinking about the Roman Empire.
I have another question for the men.
Okay.
If you're in a plane
I know
and
this one.
something goes wrong, do you think you could land the plane?
Fuck no.
Oh.
If I had contact with the aircraft tower and a pilot who knew the aircraft.
No, it's just you.
Oh no,
No.
yeah, I could totally jump into
No,
the cockpit.
because I need to know what to do because it's not the world I inhabit.
what do you guys?
I don't know. I might as well give it a shot. At least.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah.
Might as well, like, have some
Now
fun
I got
with
a
it.
duck and cover.
At least try to do like a barrel roll or something.
I just kept the damn shit.
Might as well go out like in a good way.
It's like all the pilots are
I
dead.
gotta
take
try and
control.
land it. I'd rather try than die. You know.
It's a very
That's a valid argument.
yeah.
Chelsea?
No, but I do know because I do know what we were talking about because it's a very common thing like on social media where kind of guys are just like automatically they could like land a plane and everyone's just like, wait, how would if you had no prior experience even think that you had the confidence to land a plane? But like girls would be like, absolutely not. I guess we're all going down. Like,
Yeah.
you would try?
Either that or everyone dies.
Yeah. I don't think I would do it successfully, but I would definitely give it a try.
You know, you
Yeah.
have to talk to mission control or
Right,
Nah.
that's what I was saying. It's
Nah,
Like
but
I feel
you
like
got-
you
you
see
got-
enough
you got 30
movies, you
seconds
just
before
like
the
pull
plane
it back,
crashes.
you know, try to find the brake, the landing gear.
Yeah. But that was a big like social trend.
Well,
Like
you
what
gotta make
Chelsea
it.
was
You gotta
saying.
make it to the cockpit. Like there's like a bunch of other people in front
When
of you.
the Roman Empire question was trending, it was also they also proposed that one, and they said like, could you fly a plane? And all the men were like,
Yeah.
definitely. I can do it.
100%.
And all the women were like,
No.
absolutely
No, I played Flight
not.
Simulator. I could land a plane.
coming out. We got it.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the labs, I guess.
My mic too, Nate?
For some reason, I'm not getting your audio, even though it's unmuted and everything's all fine.
That just happened, or have we not been getting it the whole time?
No, it's right after I switched out.
Braces?
Yeah, and then you're just
Are the wires changed? Yeah, because I unplugged mine. So you might have muted.
Maybe A1. You've got Z1 and Z2 backwards. All right, we'll have to check that
technical
out.
difficulties.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to figure all this out somehow, some way.
That's a bit of a
Anyway,
pain.
all right, what else you got?
Okay. Michael has a ghost segment that he's been really excited to share with us.
Yeah. So, it's this thing that I learned how to do from going to Disney's every year since I was 8 years old. They have a haunted house called the Haunted Mansion, and most of the effects in there are practical effects, such as, for example, there's a lady in a crystal ball where I learned how to do all that stuff. Like in this particular effect, if you can pull it up on YouTube, it's this ballroom sequence where these ghosts are all partying. And basically the trick to it, it's called Pepper's Ghost, which dates to the 1860s, in which you angle a sheet of plastic or plexiglass or glass at a 45-degree angle. And what I used is one of my flat screen TVs, a bin, and a media card player that's plugged in there, and the sheet of that acrylic that you guys gave me a couple months
So
ago.
you're going to do like a make it craft. I was watching something this morning on social media, of course, and they put on one ring of your curtains, like the red ones, and they put like a piece of noodle between it. You know, like the rubber
Oh, yeah,
noodle,
yeah, I know.
and then another one. So it doesn't look like ours. It actually is evenly spaced.
Yes.
And I thought of you and the candles that you created that we should put out for Halloween.
Yeah. So, but so with this effect, what you're doing is you're basically bouncing the image off like a mirror. So most of the image goes through, but the rest bounces off like a mirror, so you get a ghostly hologram effect.
So Michael's going to do a segment for kids and crafts or something for the holidays.
Yeah.
Like the best. Do you ever remember your best Halloween costume?
I wear it every Thursday.
Well, yeah.
So
Best Halloween costume.
I grew up in Maryland, and I don't know if the rest of you Floridians can relate to this, but my mother always ruined my Halloween costume because I always had to wear a cuddle dud under my costume. I know you guys don't know what that is,
What's
but
a
it's like
cuddle dud?
it's like a insulated shirt And
Okay.
they're like long sleeve shirts. They go up to your neck, and you wear them when they're cold, and it's like skiing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's cold in Halloween. And I was like, my mom would always make me put a jacket on over my amazing Halloween
That's what
costume.
moms
That's why you
And
need
I'm
a
like,
hooded cape.
it ruins the costume, Mom. You don't understand fashion. She was trying to not have
For
me
you
get
not to be
hypothermia.
sick, exactly.
Well,
But I was
you
always
just use the
so
velvet
mad.
hooded cape that I have.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
hooded capes are pretty cool. Definitely everyone
What
should
are you
have one of those in their closet.
This is a Halloween from the past.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm
I've
just
had,
saying, you can always get one of those and
Well, it's
it'll
just
keep you
like-
warm.
You can
I've
use all
had
these
the
supplies
most
I have.
fun Halloween costumes as a kid, but they were always ruined by my mom trying to care for my well-being, and I will always be upset.
thing that
I've
moms-
seen that everywhere.
thing
Like
that moms
people who live
tend
in
to do.
colder states, they're just like, "Why can't I wear my Halloween costume in full? Because it's freezing. My parents won't let me go outside." And then when their parents let them like do whatever they want, they like end up freezing as they're going to every house, like
Turning blue,
like turning blue basically because they have no jacket because they're freezing.
losing circulation in my fingers. Like, I've done it. Like, as a teenager, I was like, you can't tell me what to do, Mom. And I go out in my, like, Halloween costume and freeze. And she's
And you're-
always right.
You're from Utah?
Arizona.
Arizona.
So it wasn't cold during, so we could wear whatever Halloween costumes we want because it was the coldness was, it was like 70, 75 degrees. So it was like nice during Halloween. But I think my best Halloween costume is going to be this year because for the past couple Halloweens I've been busy, but this year me and my friends are doing a matching Hello Kitty costumes, and I'm going to be this character called Chromie.
I know what that is.
It's like a corset, skirt, tights, frilly socks, and like loafers. And I'm excited for that costume.
I want to wear that.
Yeah. I could
Can I
probably
be like
I'll
a
pull
Hello
up a picture and I'll show
Kitty
you.
thing for Halloween?
I mean, I could bring my costumes.
You want to
if
be
guys
Hello
wanna
Kitty
use.
also?
Nah, I can't. I don't think I would fit into the costume.
What are we going to do for Halloween? How about you, Poindexter? Favorite Halloween costume?
So I was waiting for this.
When
So
it's Dexter for Halloween.
I have
It should go as Sherman.
the best Halloween costume I wore was about like 10 years ago. I decided to wear Two-Face from The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I decided to do that, and like
so you
me,
dumped
my
acid on your
sister,
face.
and her ex from back then, we went all out. So like we got like this costume from like Goodwill. We charred half of it, like Two-Face.
Yeah,
and we
aged
put a
and
bunch of
distressed it.
latex on my face, to emulate the effect.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
like it was really awesome.
You can go with
Should've
Sherman
just
for
dumped acid
sure.
on your
Yeah.
face, been simpler. Just burn it all.
Alex,
Yeah.
how about you?
I remember one that I won like this little prize award thing because I dressed up as like the fisherman that caught Nemo one time.
Aww.
But it was
That's
like a
so
joke.
cool.
It was like a joke thing because like I don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I
How
don't have
about-
like a good one, really.
I mean, one from when I was still living in Jersey. I went as like a clone trooper from Star Wars. Like I had a full like set of armor.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Like a gun, and I was just and I had like wore all my winter stuff underneath. But then one down here in Florida, like back in middle school, I went as Freddy Krueger, where I had like the sweater, the glove, and like the mask and the hat on. It was cool.
I know. We got to figure out
was
what we're
wearing
going to do
jeans
for
with it.
Halloween. Pretty much
I
typically,
still have that glove. I could
Freddy
bring it
is
in.
always, made me think of it. Freddy is always green. I don't know why he's always green, but he's always like green. So he's been Shrek. He's been the mask. He's been the mask. He's been like an animated Freddy man. He's always like in green paint. I don't know if he wants to do green paint again, but we have to figure out what we're going to do here for Halloween because I think it's on a Thursday.
There's some-
Yes.
It's in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
actually, from today.
Yeah. And
Oh my
actually,
gosh.
in fact, tomorrow I'm starting my seasonal Halloween job at Party City on Powerline in Hillsborough and Glades Road. So I work as a seasonal greeter. I dress in my full pyre
That's
costume.
so perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like when you actually find the job that's your niche, what's it feel like for you?
It feels not like work.
It's amazing, right? Like you can actually walk around. My son would love that. Michael, I always say, is the 40-year-old version of my son. Because my son wore costumes all through kindergarten, preschool. And then we were like, you really can't wear a tail to kindergarten. We got to figure this out. Or you can't dress up as a paratrooper or a power and go to school. Like we got to sort of modify these things. So
Well, that's why I like.
so
to,
he would
you know,
modify
rent-
to real
see-
life. And now he collects sneakers and watches and dress-up clothes, which at least he's modified the costume look into his professional legal career. But I always say Michael's like the 40-year-old's version of Aaron.
How many sneakers do you think your son has?
I don't even know. What's the normal amount of sneakers guys have?
I think a
Two.
normal should be like
Two.
10
2 or
pairs.
3.
I've got like 2 or 3.
Oh
like,
no, he's
literally.
got way more than
I
that.
ain't got like.
My uncle collects them. He
That's a
literally has a
normal
mountain in the garage. Like I'm not even joking. It's a mountain of Nikes in the garage, and like
Wow.
they can't even wear. I feel like he has a shoe for every day of the year. And he has one for all, and then he has them from he's 3 sons, and all of them also have a mountain of shoes. And like his son, like he's my cousin. He's like 8 years old, and like in 2 years, I'm gonna be able to fit his shoes, and I'm gonna take all of them because they're really like they're really cool. Like I've already taken like shoes from him because he collects them, and so
And the thing with guys' shoes is they're big.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
big.
They
So,
take
yeah,
up
you
an
can fit them
entire
at, like,
shelf.
10.
Right? It's like it's
Yeah.
not like you can hide them and squeeze them in like I can my heels. Like I had to like do 3 pairs on a shelf, so it doesn't look like it's as much. Again, girl math. But guys, like it's a shoe to a shelf. There's no messing around.
Well, see, for me, I usually, when I'm not here and wearing these or working, I wear my sandals. That's it. Right? Otherwise, the most expensive pair of shoes that I have are my Ren Fair boots, which were $300.
It's a lot. Alex, how about you? You collect shoes or anything?
I have a few. I used to like be into that streetwear and get certain design or whatever, but I kind of got away from that. It doesn't really matter too much.
What's
but,
the weirdest
you,
things
bro.
you guys
You got
collect?
Anna.
Anyone collect weird things or just?
I used
Well,
to
how
collect
weird
rocks
is
when I was
weird?
younger,
You
like, a
tell
lot.
me. How weird is weird?
I
What
mean,
do you
the
collect?
weirdest I would think would be like toenails or something.
You
I
collect
think that would-
toenails?
I do not collect toenails. I'm saying the weirdest,
weirdest
would be
thing to-
toenails.
Weird is relative.
Or-
that makes
We're setting boundaries.
Or
We're
teeth would be weird to collect,
Teeth are
right? When
we're
you
setting
lose your teeth.
boundaries. Is,
Anyone still have their teeth from when you lost them?
no.
No.
My mom
No.
has mine.
Your mom has yours?
I
I
didn't
once
know about
cracked
that
a
until
wisdom
recently,
tooth.
but
Your mom still has all your teeth from
yeah,
you?
mine and my brother's. Because she mentioned it one time. She was like, "Oh, I saw your teeth," and I was like,
What?
How much did you get from the tooth fairy from all those?
Exactly. The tooth fairy
Like,
decided to
I
bring them back
know.
to Grace's house and say, "Sorry, I don't."
Sorry,
want
you're
them."
getting a
"Yeah."
refund.
She had to like put
want
a
a
second
refund.
mortgage on. She was like, "Give me the money back."
Weirdest thing you collect, Poindexter?
I don't know. I can't really think of anything really. I the only things I really collected were Legos when I was younger, and nowadays
That's
I guess
not weird.
just some figures, anime.
Kind of figures.
Anime.
Does it
kinda
still, like,
anime
if you
figure?
got a Lego set now, would it excite you?
Waifu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you got a Lego set
is
now as a
pretty
gift, would it excite you?
Hmm?
If you got a Lego set now as a gift, would you be excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, like who are dating, like they get their girlfriend's Lego flowers because you can make the flowers and they stay forever, and you can get Lego roses, and they're actually like super beautiful and really intricate. Like you can get Lego orchids.
Really?
And
No, yeah,
basically,
Legos are
like
tight.
boyfriends give that to their girlfriends, and then they kind of like while you're building it, you kind of glue it together, and it's like a flower she can keep forever.
And they're nice?
They're beautiful. Like I'll tell them to get a picture. They're beautiful.
I've heard of them. I just wondered if they were nice.
Yeah, some of them are cool.
Huh.
I have a question for the people that like Legos. Do you
Yes.
guys also like building IKEA furniture or just like furniture in general?
I mean, honestly, it makes it easier to build like just regular furniture. I feel
Like, do you guys enjoy building things?
yeah, I could.
I like problem solving.
Doesn't.
Like when you get like an instruction or like when you get a cabinet or something that you have to assemble, do people who like Legos, do you guys like enjoy that?
Yeah.
It's satisfying.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
See, I think that's like a man's brain because when I moved into my apartment, I had to build
man's
all my
It's
furniture.
analytical of the guy.
Yeah. And I was like, this is awful. Like, I had to build everything from scratch, and I was like, this is the worst. And then one of my friends was like, it's like building Legos. It's like, oh my gosh, you're right.
I had to do that for a holiday job at Hobby Lobby for a month.
Building Legos or furniture?
And it wasn't your traditional furniture. It's the ones with the Allen keys. And I hate it. It was so annoying because my hands would cramp up because you have to turn it. It would fall
You
out.
got big hands to be using those little Allen wrenches.
Right. So my solution was I ordered a ratcheting Allen key set.
Of course you did.
So that you would stick it in there and.
You could come as Professor Gadget for Halloween, I feel.
Ooh.
Oh, I've been called that. I've been called a lot of things.
Professor
Actually.
Gadget.
Yeah, somebody once called me Q at one point.
Cute.
Totally.
You know, the guy that gives all the gadgets to James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's see what else we got on this Thursday. It's almost Friday, guys. And I can't say it, but can't jinx it. We're storm-free at the moment. So more to come on the other side of this commercial break. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Imagine this is your money, and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money, and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash, and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, Tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
A lot of humming and buzzing going on in the studio today.
Yes, the bees have come.
The bees have come. All right, Chelsea, you got pictures. Nate, you got the pictures of the Lego flowers and the
Chromie costume. Tell the Lego flowers
Chromie
first,
costume,
like
the
the
Lego
orchid
flowers?
and then the rose.
Oh wow!
And they're beautiful.
The
yeah.
leaves too.
Yeah.
It's all like
Yeah, we sell them at Five Below.
Less than $5.
Yeah.
No, they're expensive, and those are Lego flowers, but they're like $30, $40,
No, Legos are
but like they
definitely-
last forever. You get to make it for your
Well, they're
girlfriend.
small-
and
they're
they're
off
beautiful flowers.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
So they're
But
like,
but
the
like-
bigger pieces. So it's not like the little
No,
squares.
it's a full bouquet. Yeah, they're big.
So each petal must be like a piece.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, but you make
Pretty
it
much.
kind of. You know, you still
Interesting.
build the Legos through it.
Interesting. We could do a segment. How quick can you build a Lego piece?
Ooh, let's look at
Oh, like that's hours.
It could be hours.
Like a full Lego set is like hours.
like the Millennium Falcon.
That would take you like a day.
He's like, oh, that would take you a day.
I remember
No,
my
it
son
depends on
building
the
the
size.
Millennium
It depends
Falcon.
on the size of the Lego set itself. Like
My
the
son-
smaller boxes are like
The
a couple
smaller
hours.
boxes are still fun, but the big ones,
Yeah, no, the huge
all the
ones would
Star
be a whole
Wars
day.
things, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, was
They have
craziness.
like thousands and thousands of pieces.
Yes.
No, yeah,
Do you
like
know
the-
they're actually a Danish company?
Do you know, I actually look at them and I can't visualize anything except I see a lot of little plastic pieces. And then there are people like
Then
the guys
stepping on them.
who look at them and they can actually envision what piece goes with what.
Yeah.
Like there are some
They're
like
like, yeah.
Lego masters. Like your adult, like not your job is to like build Legos like whatever you want, and they can create entire cities, landscapes just by like looking at pieces and knowing what works. Like it's crazy. Like being a Lego
Amazing.
master.
That's fun.
All right, what else you got?
Okay. This
Expensive
is the
hobby,
question
though.
we were talking about this morning. What was your
That's
first
chromy.
big kid purchase? What was the first thing that you have spent a lot of money on?
Oh.
Big kid.
I got a Coach purse.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was a lot of money, but I use it all the time. I like it.
Keep it. Don't get rid of it. Because I got rid of a bunch of my things. I'm like, they're not in style anymore. And now they're vintage. And now they would have been so cool.
lot of
And
that.
now I can't go find them and buy them because Chelsea's like, oh, you gave them to me. I'm like, oh, okay. But keep it because next thing you know, they're vintage. You're going to want them back.
Yeah. See, when I was a kid, I got the
First
Ninja Turtles sewer playset from back in the day.
Yes.
That's considered by toy collectors now to be one of the holy grails of that toy
Think
line.
of all the things that if you had saved would be worth so
I
much
know.
money now.
My mom was
Oh,
always
man.
throwing them out and giving them away. I'm like, Mom, if you had saved this stuff, you could have sold it and paid for my college education.
I think of my High School Musical karaoke machine, and I was like, that's a relic. Like I could have made a lot of money keeping that High School Musical karaoke machine.
So going back
How
to
about you?
collections. Well, my big kid purchase was a blender. That was the first time it hurt my heart to put the credit card in. It was like it's one of those personal ninja blenders.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted it so bad, and I was like, okay, if I have a smoothie a day for a year, it's like 3 cents.
It'll pay for it.
Yeah, it'll pay for itself, but that one hurt. And that was the first time I was like,
I'm a grown up.
yeah. And I was like, why couldn't I be like a normal kid and like pay expensive for something fun? Like, no, it had to be in a kitchen
A
appliance.
blender.
That you
Yeah.
use for the rest of your life, though. It's a lifelong purchase.
I still have it, and I still use it.
See? It was worth it.
It was worth it, but that one hurt. That one was like the come to reality one.
All right, Darian, how about you? Big kid purchase.
Big kid purchase. That's a good question. Hell, probably PlayStation 5. Like that was because I mean, well, I bought it at like the worst possible time. I still have not really recovered from it. It was like $600. Wow. Like it killed
my
me
gosh.
really hard. Not because they were rare, so it was like getting my hands on one was like a pain in the ass.
Big kid purchases?
I would say a vehicle, and then I bought like a bracelet.
A
that was,
vehicle's a
like-
big one.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
cars
What'd you
fucking
get?
hefty.
My truck, that's over there. But I
That's
spent a
that's
little bit
how
on
long
that.
did it take you to save up for that?
A good amount. Because my parents gave me my grandma's car and was like, yeah, you're taking this and not doing anything. So I was like, damn.
Did you
It
sell
wasn't
it?
bad, but yeah. No, I didn't sell it. It broke down on me, so I had a little money saved up. So I bought that. And then I got a bracelet, too, from, like, this jewelry store that I spent a little bit of money on it back in high school, but it's, like, probably my biggest purchases that I'm proud of, at least.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Still got that bracelet?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I don't really buy
Yeah,
too
no.
many expensive things, but I guess the most expensive thing I bought in recent memory was a Nintendo Switch. That was a few $100. So
Yeah, no, that was like 300 something.
I also paid for myself for a cruise, and that was like for $500, and that was a lot of money that I had to like save up and
Yeah.
like pay for. And like cruises vacations are expensive when your parents aren't paying for them. Like they're
Yes.
very expensive.
I just went to Disney like a couple weeks ago, and I did not realize how expensive Disney was. Like,
Oh,
Oh, you know,
Yes.
Disney's an arm and a leg just for one day. Like
Even when your relative, one of your sibling works for their cruise line.
It's expensive. What's like
It's-
$120 now?
just to go to one park is $150 for one person.
One
That's-
person,
Actually, if
one
you go to
day,
the water
right?
parks,
Florida discount. Like it's crazy.
That's
actually you go to the water park, it's only $74.
well,
That's
even
still
then,
a lot.
that's-
Like I think about.
Which one, like Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon?
Yeah, all the Florida water parks in that area are $75 because nobody ever goes to them when they're on a vacation.
All right,
to
so I saw
Orlando.
this thing on social media. Again, I don't know if it's true or not, but during the hurricane, all these people were stranded in the Disney hotels, right? 'Cause the
Yeah,
park
that's
closed
what they
down.
do.
And they needed food. So they were selling, not giving, peanut butter and jelly packs for $10 a pack.
Oh, that's so exploitative. Like
Oh,
you
that's
should
easy.
not.
That was
be
like a
doing
thing
that.
of peanut butter, a
That's
thing of jelly, and a loaf of bread for $10.
Goddamn
And at
Disney.
first, the guests were like, "Oh, this is so nice. They're providing us food." And then they realized they were charging them $10 for a pack to feed them.
That's exploitative.
Gotta riot and just take it. Just gotta riot. Like that's
I
evil.
would dispute the charges on my
It's
card.
like, you want
like,
food?
no.
You're buy it for $10. Like, nah, that's so evil.
Right, because you're stranded. But then again, I guess if the park had been open, people would have been spending money on food. I don't know. I can see both sides of it.
Right.
But I don't know what really happened with that story. But Disney has a way of doing these things.
Yeah. Disney is so outrageously expensive for no.
All right, best Halloween traditions?
Me, I always have a party every year.
So we got to figure that out here. Do we want to do like a studio theme idea for the day, or is everyone just going to do their own things?
I feel like I remember one year where everyone just came in costume and we all like just like hung out together in costume, did the show, and then like maybe like if it, I think it's Halloween's on a Wednesday this year or
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday nights like booked and busy.
Usual. I mean, it's our regular Thursday. It's in 2 weeks. So same shows we got tonight, we'll have in 2 weeks.
Maybe like we can find like a day that not a lot of people. We can have like a mini like soiree, or we like, or
We can
put
do a
movies on
midday.
the TV. We put movies on the TV, and we all like kind of hang out and like
yeah.
you know, make it like a really cute thing.
Last year, one of the old producers proposed a lock-in.
Who was that?
Sleepover.
I think we banned that idea. We're like, no, that's not even a thing.
All of us in one bathroom, I don't think that's going to go over well.
Yeah, that was the thing
We
also.
don't even got a shower. Like, it's not gonna happen.
No, I'll just bring in a sprinkler and go.
And then I don't even know how, but it got pinned as my idea, and I was like, I didn't come up with that. That was someone else.
Nah, Grace, you were the scapegoat.
Literally.
Literally.
It was all Grace's fault.
Yeah. It was everyone else's idea until it was wrong, and then it was my idea, and I was like, it was not my idea.
Poindexter, what you got over there? Best movie for Halloween?
Best movie for Halloween. Oh boy, there's like a lot. I don't know. I guess I'll go with the classic and just say the original Halloween.
John Carpenter.
Yep.
I like Hocus
My personal
Pocus.
favorite is Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, and Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow.
Those are safe picks, bro. You got
The R.L.
safe
Stein
picks.
movies when we were younger were also really good, like mostly Ghostly, Who Was Your Ghost Friend?
Oh,
Like he said, Hocus Pocus, the Disney movies, so Switches 1, 2, Girl vs. Monster. Those are all, like, they're classics for, like,
Halloween
childhood
Town.
me. Halloween Town's a really good movie. Not the third one, but Halloween Town 1 and 2.
Well, actually, if you want, you can visit the town from the first two movies. It's up in Oregon.
You were definitely a vast world of trivia.
It's also Oregon is also where the last blockbuster is in the world. It's also where the hotel that
That's gotta be a
inspired the
museum.
Kubrick Shining is too.
Oh, we should watch The Shining.
We cannot do that.
Why not?
No, we can. Just
The
Grace
miniseries
cannot.
actually is better because they filmed it at the actual real inspiration.
Oh, you mean the Stephen King one? No.
Yeah.
No, that's garbage.
Actually, they filmed it at the real hotel that inspired
was
the
so
story.
bad. Oh my god.
You know speaking of Halloween movies, the Haunted Mansion ride that Michael was talking about. So they made a movie about it
Yeah.
in like the early 2000s, and they
Which-
just remade it in 2023. I watched it the other day. That is scary for a children's movie. I was freaked out.
Well,
I was
you know,
watching
Like clips of that. I'm like, yeah, this looks like a scary. And it's for Disney. It's like a Disney-ass
Yeah.
movie, and it's like terrifying.
And it's in the Disney ads, and I was like, me and my roommate were watching it, and we were like, children should not watch this. This is scary.
well, actually, you know, the funny
Children
thing
can
is
watch
the original
more
one with
scary
Eddie
stuff.
Murphy. There's an element
Builds
about
their character.
because there wasn't a completion of this wedding. That was one of the original ideas for the Haunted Mansion ride when it opened in California. That they never did. There was all these different iterations of the ride that never came to fruition.
I feel like Disney needs a facelift. I feel like it
Well,
needs a lot of
Walt-
things to be
Walt
redone.
himself said Disney will never be done as long as there are new ideas and new stories to be told.
Which I get that, but what they have, I think the park itself needs like some painting, some cleaning up.
Yeah, I think the park needs like, because I feel like because it's getting more and more popular, more and more busy, like when you wait in those lines, you have nothing to do. I feel like they should like install like kind of games in the lines. So,
They
like,
do.
Like no, but like like something where like, okay, there's like you can watch a movie here, or like you can play like a quick little game there. Just
They
to like.
do. In Galaxy's Edge, there's a data pad thing that does all that stuff.
I'm saying like all the rides, because it's like boring. Like sometimes Disney can be, if you don't have good people to go with, it can be really boring. You're there for 12 hours. You get to go on 5 rides. You spend a lot on food. Obviously, the fireworks truck is good, but like there's not enough to do.
You know, Freddie would say, he said, I get on the little car for 2, and I bring my little drink and my shaker cup. He would go with this whole thing on what he would be doing with his guest in the little car. So he would love all that.
Well, right now they're doing the Halloween event at Disney, and I actually had to go to it last year.
Mickey's Not So Scary. That's the only way I can do it. I can't do Halloween Horror Nights. Are you guys going?
I want to
You're
go,
going.
but it's a lot of money.
I don't get the money.
It's a
for
lot
it,
of
but
money.
I would.
Is it? It's expensive, Halloween Horror Nights?
Yeah.
But the Mickey
All the
one
theme
was
parks
only
are expensive,
the closer you get to October 31st, the more the price goes up. But the trade-off for the Disney one is you're allowed to wear a costume in the park within guidelines. There's food, drink. Since it's a special ticket event, everybody who doesn't have a ticket for it has to leave at 6, and you're there till midnight. So there's no wait for any of the rides. There's a parade that's kicked off.
Are you going?
Not this year. Last year I did it because my birthday was in August and we never got around to it because of COVID. So last year we got to, and I had a great time.
How much are the tickets?
Huh?
How much are the tickets?
I think this year they were about anywhere from about 180 to about 190.
Yeah. For 5 hours in the park.
Nah.
But think about what consumers do, right? Like you guys go, people go, and you buy the tickets, $200. If you take your kids, it's an easy $1,000 plus food and a hotel because you can't go up and back with your kids. So you think about what the American person, family, household is making to have that kind of expendable income, which they don't. And that's the beauty of debt. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Danny.
She's here early. Look at this full crew we got. Look at this full crew we got.
Freddie's gone and everybody comes in.
Freddie, you're gone. I got a full crew here. I might have to rethink what we're going to be doing here today. A whole lot of things happening. Talking about Halloween, what we're going to do here at the studio.
What I missed out on? Yeah, what was the conversation?
What do you want to do for Halloween?
What do I want to be for Halloween?
Yeah,
I'll bring the mermaid
what's she doing
tail.
here for Halloween? She's on Z4.
That is amazing. Yeah, I'm on 4. I'm on the camera though, but I would love to be from the Fairy Tale Guild. You guys know the anime?
Yeah.
Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
I already had got Lucy's keys. I've already had her keys for a while, so I'm thinking about
Lucy. Oh,
going full on. I have a blonde wig too, so they can go full out.
All right, what's the craziest thing you delivered this week on Amazon?
You work at Amazon too?
I do. You do too?
No, G-Man works there.
No, I don't even know what the craziest thing. It's just those crazy long boxes that are like 95
they don't let you
inches.
see what-
You know, those are the most uncomfortable. I guess.
Danny delivered 24 boxes to the same
Oh
place?
yeah, that was the crazy
That's
one.
crazy.
She remembered for me. She remembered for me. I came in here on Tuesday, for my lunch break, and I had just delivered 151 packages to one stop. Yeah.
Was it multiple levels? Was it a business?
No,
or
it was like, like a place like this with a garage handle. So I just kind of right out the truck. I made it my first stop because it was just like 8 bags just blocking my truck for no reason. It was like once I let go of that weight, it felt like now I had the correct amount for the day.
But then you still had 60 more stops to make when you left here.
Yeah, no, I started with 104, but that's light. That's light.
So what happens for the holiday season? You get busier now?
Yeah, last week was the Prime Week, for Amazon. It's on the 8th and the 9th. And then it was also during Milton, so people was just home ordering, so love that. That's why it was 151, I assume, So.
Isn't that incredible what happens?
No, someone had a 679, a record.
A person?
He had to deliver 679 packages. Yeah.
Like in one day or like a week or?
It goes to the college to Lynn. Lynn takes like 300 alone, and then the 300 is all the other stops. You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's just one big mailroom, but it does take like an hour to do something like that.
Because you can't. Can you pull your truck up close, or do you have to park and keep walking?
I'm right up I should take a video. I was thinking about making a video, but I was like, it would have been a long video.
You went to an FAU. Must be like whoever's. Is that your zone?
yes, but I don't do that.
FU's mailroom is always busy. Like it's always full.
Always.
It's always busy. It's always full. Like everyone's every day. Like there's like 50 packages going in and out.
But think how much life has changed since Amazon
Yeah.
and internet ordering and small businesses.
That's what's killing the B&Ms.
Like it just really is just mainly during like the Prime weekdays. Really, that's just
Poor
a
Toys
mess.
R Us.
You know.
Never
'Cause
to
that-
fly again. I said poor
That's
Toys
what
R
happened.
Us.
I know Toys R Us went out of business.
Toys R Us.
They were, but although I think they're at Macy's at the Town Center Mall on the second floor or something.
In small stores, I think they're in Walmart or something. They're in like tiny. They're in like small stores and like
They're
a
a
small
fraction
section.
of what they used to be.
But like, what would you buy at Toys R Us that you couldn't get at Amazon?
Nothing.
Well, that was before Amazon.
I know. So you can. It's just crazy.
There's no point to go to Toys R Us
In-person
anymore,
shopping's
is the
so
thing.
different now. It's not the same.
Yes.
In my consumer behavior class, we talked about this, and I have a question. Are you more impulsive on e-commerce, so Amazon, TikTok Shop, that kind of thing, or are you more impulsive in person? So like TJ
that's a
Maxx,
good question.
HomeGoods.
That's a good question for Dawn.
That's a good question.
I'm just impulsive in general. Doesn't matter if it's online or in person.
Online or in-person shopping, which one do you?
I definitely say online is I'm more impulsive. When I'm in the store, like at a hobby shop, I'll be there for like hours deciding on what to get. But on Amazon, it'll just be like that, this, that.
Because
this
it's
other thing.
cheaper too.
Yeah. Typically.
That's the other thing.
Like shipping's free. Like.
Yeah, but in person, you have it immediately, so you don't have to pay the extra for shipping.
Right.
True.
For me, I would say in person, because then if you walk away, then you're like, because online you can always go back to like your cart and whatever, but like in person, it's like if you walk away, like someone could grab it, or if it's one item, like I said, someone can grab it, or you just walk away and then you'll never. What if you never see it again?
Ever have buyer remorse?
Thing.
So in person, I'll be like, all right, well, let me get it now, because and then you can see it, feel it, like if it's clothes and stuff.
No,
too,
yeah, like another thing with in-person shopping is like I always feel like I can never leave empty-handed. Like I have to leave with something. Because like I drove all the way over here, because in Florida everything's spaced out. Like the hobby shop I like to go to from where I live is like an hour just to get there. So it's like I have to justify that drive. Like so I have to leave with something. It's
That's
crazy.
a crazy perspective because I
Like-
came from the country. So like
Yeah.
me coming to Florida, I'm like everything is so close.
Nah,
So I went to-
because I lived up in Jersey, so it was much more condensed.
I went
but,
to
like,
Eastern Market last weekend in DC because it was so beautiful out. Have you been?
Yeah.
Which is really cool, and it's all thrift. That's out. Everything was thrift, and there were jackets and jackets and jackets. So there's this beautiful little purple suede jacket with like flowers embroidered on it and a fur collar. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I should so totally get this. But then again, I live in Florida, and what would I do with a purple suede and fur? If it was faux fur, I probably would have bought it a whole lot faster. But then I would have to justify why I just bought a thrift jacket with. And he's like, it's real fur from Europe. I'm like, so that made me a little funky. So I didn't. But why would I think I needed another purple suede jacket in Florida? Because it was going to get cold. Never. But it was like this whole FOMO thing. Like, I should get it. I should try it. All of that stuff.
And the environment, like in DC, it was colder.
It was
So
colder.
You were like, oh, I need it. Are you more impulsive online or in person?
In person.
Really?
I think so. Although today I just bought a little too many lip glosses that I didn't really need. Went in the back. I'm like, I need one. I'm like, oh, that color's good.
Like
About
in every
three.
place. Yeah. in
So
her
little
purse.
things I can be impulsive on.
See, like me, one of my impulsive things is costume and theater stuff.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, we.
But then I look at the
We know that,
total on the
Mike.
cart, and if the total's a reasonable number, and it doesn't matter how many things are in it, like, all right, that's not a bad deal.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a bad deal for the 3 lip glosses, a powder, and a few other
That's
things.
why she gets so many. I would say girls, because like you'll get like 50 things in your cart for like $200.
2 or 3.
No, like 50 things in your cart for like $200 maybe.
Oh.
Like you get like a whole wardrobe worth of clothes for only like $200, and like that's why like they even do payment plans, because you can get anything you ever need, and it's like a fraction of the cost, and it's so bad. Like,
But think about what Amazon has done for this country. I don't know, is Amazon worldwide?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's for the world. One guy's idea.
Yeah.
One man's idea, right? With me, you can do anything that you can possibly think of. He had this idea he started, and then now it pretty much runs the world on commerce and shipping and employment, Because they're the biggest employers. Because small businesses
Actually-
are going up.
No, they're
Walmart
they're
is?
they treat their workforce as expendable. They'll do everything in their power to push you out.
Amazon does.
Yes, they did it to me.
Experience of that. We have 2 Amazon employees.
Well, no, they're delivery drivers.
But
I
there's
was an
always
order
more
picker.
people.
They literally pushed me out by making me work to the point of exhaustion.
Yeah, but I think there's always someone else who can't get a job that will take your job.
Yeah, and then the old Amazon will do that
Wait,
to
but
them
they'll just
too.
grind you down until you're nothing. Like, you're just
Yeah,
you're,
they fight-
you're expendable.
There's always someone else.
A cog in this
Just for, like, a
machine.
number.
Are you more impulsive online or?
Oh, honestly, I feel like the same way as Darren, because like whenever I shop online, I know what I'm gonna get, but whenever like I'm a like a store, I can like just do window shopping for hours, especially with my sister around because she does the exact same thing. So
Is anyone
Yeah.
doing Black Friday?
Oh, I'm thinking.
It's
about
not
it.
worth
I don't
getting
make enough to
trampled.
do that.
It's not worth getting
I
trampled.
mean,
I don't got the cash.
I told you you had bought something that was on my wish list. Look, that Zoom. What?
Danny walks in and she sees this box, and we haven't even unpacked. It's been here for what, since October 4th or 7th? I don't even know if anyone knows how to use it except for you and Josh, maybe, which we need for next week. She's like, you guys have this? I'm like, yeah, we got to unpack this and do something with it. But
What is it? What do you guys have?
It's a
Zoom,
sound
like
recorder.
a sound recorder.
Oh.
It's just the fact that it was in my Amazon wish list for Black Friday, and I see it, and I'm like, like.
But I gotta say, I was gonna buy it from another store and been looking and watching the prices and watching, and then Amazon was literally $75 or $80 cheaper than another store, and that's significant. I mean, it wasn't like
yeah, but
$3.
it makes you think about, oh, it's because of how it's shipped and handled too. Because when you got it, it was on the side of the door, and it was just.
We should really test it out maybe today while you're here. Make sure it's working.
Because if you can see what something is, you might not I knew exactly what it was. I would be like, oh my god, that's a $400 piece of equipment right there, just sitting outside. That's why I feel like, oh yeah, it's gonna take 75% off because of how it gets shipped and handled.
In the other store, they do box it nicely. And then I thought, oh, well, the other store, I can pay it off over 12 months. And then Amazon had, you can pay this off over 12 months.
You were
and I
gonna do
thought,
an online order, or were you gonna pick it up in store?
online. They're all
There it
like,
is.
so then Amazon even meant that I could pay it off for 12 months. So they make it pretty comparable. And I probably could have called the other store and say, would you guys match it? But then here's how they get you. There's only 9 left. Order now. There's only 5
by creating
left.
scarcity, they upscale their profit.
See, that's like my whole thing. It's like the lack of inability of getting it. There's only 5 left. I'm like, oh my God, we got to
could
get it.
also just be for marketing too, because I was looking at a marketing course, right? And she was like, oh yeah, you could set this to, it used to be $19.99, but you could get it now for $9.99. And it's just like,
Yeah.
you're getting it for its actual price. They're just making you think that it used to be $20.
Yeah, a lot of online stores had people sued them because they found out that they were basically lying to their customers, saying that, oh, we got half off. Like she said, it's $9.99, but it was originally $9.99, but they told everybody it was $20. So they're making more of a profit because everybody's buying it for the quote unquote
'Cause
cheaper
it's a
price.
discount.
And they think it's a discount, but it's not true. They're like, oh my God, it's running out of stock, and it was a lie. It's like it was a whole thing.
It's a strategy.
It's a strategy, yeah.
Things to think about.
Basically, if you tell you have something and you tell there's only 5, everyone that really wants it will pay top dollar for it.
Yes, the beauty of supply and demand.
Oh, economics.
Beauty of living in America, but it's a thing.
Artificial scarcity. It's a wonderful place.
It's crazy how much psychology goes into these kinds of things.
Yes, I
in my completely class, agree. we were talking about the online strategy uses such different parts of your brain
Yes.
than the in-person one
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
And it affects different people so differently. And it's just crazy how much psychology goes into buying and selling.
Yeah, I seen something that was like people are more likely to buy something that came to their email because they personally subscribe to get those kind of deals thrown at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're way more likely to click that link rather than clicking a link in Instagram or something like that.
An ad
you
or
know?
something.
Right.
Yeah. I personally do. I know. When I see something that I really think is interesting, I'm gonna click the.
I bought the worst pair of shoes on Instagram. They look so cute on. I thought they were kind of cute when they came in, and my son goes, Mom, those look like orthopedic boots. You cannot wear those. I'm like, but they look like little white sneakers. He's like, No. And then you can't send them back. Then you're kind of just stuck with them.
With the small Instagram people, you gotta be cautious. You gotta look at the reviews beforehand because they won't let you return it. Those are small businesses. So.
And they all look cute. And then you see, and I know it came from China because it was wrapped in that crinkly Chinese paper. You know, that plastic paper is like crinkly, not even like high quality. And then you got to put the shoe together. I'm like, what am I going to stitch it together myself?
You have to put the shoe together?
Well, no, you just got to put the laces in. But I'm like, this is already it's already a little sketch on me on this one. Lego shoes. Can you imagine? But things I know, consumerism, they get you every time though.
I wouldn't even mind putting together my own shoe because if it felt wrong, then I know it was my fault, not them. That'd be a fun craft to just put together.
So Pathany's got. Are we good?
The tutorial's ready if you guys want.
Oh, we got a tutorial? What do we got?
Yeah, for the practical.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. All right. Michael put this together?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what he got.
Remember, this is the first attempt. So. Hey everybody, Mad Mike here. Now remember, since we've only got a couple weeks till Halloween, I thought I'd show you one of my favorite special effects. It's an old effect that creates a ghostly hologram. It's known as Pepper's Ghost, and it dates to a stage play in the 1860s. And you've probably seen this at your professional haunted houses, like the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. Now what you're really doing is you're bouncing an image, which is down here, off a sheet of glass or plexiglass or acrylic. So what you need is an image on a black background, a TV, and an image, as well as a sheet of plastic or acrylic. So what you do is you angle it at a 90-degree angle and bounce it off like a mirror. And that's how you do that effect. So, as you've seen in this video, we'll have that and we'll show you the end result. Now remember, if you like these, call into our show, call into on our social media, and I'll show you all that stuff.
Nice job.
That was cool, Michael.
Yeah. So, when they built the Haunted Mansion, the guy that was in charge of all the effects was a guy by the name of Yale Gracie, and that's actually the name of the tombstone outside the ride when it says Master Gracie. So if you go to the rides today, all the tombstones that are on the ride are kind of like the people that helped build the ride.
It's an inside joke.
Yeah, so it's like an in joke. So Master Gracie is the guy that did the effects. Mark is Mark Davis, who did part of the art design. Francis is Francis Exensio, who wrote the script. So, and all the effects that you find in there, you can pretty much replicate for maybe next to nothing. They're all like theater optical illusions. Like there's.
So I think what I want to do one day on a live show is I want you to bring in whatever craft it is to make and show everyone how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can cut to that. It's like, the magic of cooking. It's like we do this, this, and this, and then we got that. So maybe you can put something together.
Yeah, so like next week, I'm going to bring in, show you guys how to do projection mapping. Wow. So for example, the pumpkins that I had on Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to make them actually talk.
Are they still in the lobby? Oh, no, you got the other thing in the lobby.
In my apartment.
Can you imagine Michael's apartment? It's like a backstage set.
Oh yeah, well if you saw in the video that's my guest bedroom. So we set all my chairs, all my stuff in there so that I have like a little film studio in there.
Very cool. All right, more to come. Ready to wrap it up?
Let's wrap this
All
up.
right, have a great morning, everyone. Nate, do we know where Freddie is? We do
No.
not know.
We're still
All
looking
right.
for him.
We're still looking.
He got lost in the sewers.
If you see Freddie
He's
somewhere in
fighting
the
off the
streets of
rats.
New York, let us know. Have a great morning, everyone.
He's
Stay
looking for the
safe.
Ninja
We'll
Turtles.
see a little bit. That'd be hilarious.
I never remember Freddie's sign off.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.